The Supreme Court starts its new term today with Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson on the bench for the first time. The court will take up several hot-button issues, including affirmative action, whether business owners can refuse service to LGBTQ customers, and the power that state legislatures have over federal elections. Senior Washington reporter Devin Dwyer joins me live on the phone from the Supreme Court with more on that. Devin, we already have some critical decisions, one on guns, another on hospital vaccine requirements. What's the latest?
Hey, good morning, Diane. From inside the Supreme Court, the court is right now hearing their first oral argument of the year after that contentious term last term and that decision on abortion. Justice Jackson, as you said, is on the bench today. She's been very active out of the gate, engaging with the attorneys, actually surprising a lot of people with the amount of questioning, her breadth and command of the issues today. For a new justice, something unusual. And they're doing it before a packed courtroom, Diane. This is the first time in 2.5 years that the public is back in the courtroom. So a full house, two big decisions out of the gate as well. You mentioned them. The justice is handing down some decisions in pending cases from over the summer. On one, they rejected a fresh challenge to the Biden administration's vaccine mandate for hospital workers. This was a COVID vaccine rule that was challenged, and they turned away two appeals from gun owners who sought to overturn a government ban on bump stocks. You'll remember those are those devices that can turn semi-automatic weapons into a machine gun-like weapon. The ATF banned those. They were challenged, but today the justices said that can stand.
So what other key cases are on the docket this session, and how could the court's justice, how could Justice Jackson make an impact on those?
There are a lot of big cases on this docket, Diane. If last term we were talking a lot about guns and abortion, this is the term that we could be talking a lot about race. Of course, the Supreme Court could be ready to end affirmative action in higher education, two big cases on the use of race in college admissions. There's also a big case tomorrow on the use of race in redistricting in Alabama, whether black voters in Alabama have been basically silenced and sidelined because there's only one majority black district in that state. You mentioned it at the top, business owners. Can they refuse to serve LGBTQ couples? There's a challenge out of Colorado and their anti-discrimination law. That's a big one. And today, Diane, they're hearing a case about how much power the EPA has to regulate wetlands. Tens of millions of acres of wetlands in this country are regulated by the EPA, significant consequences for the environment. Of course, property owners also challenging these regulations. That's on the table today. You asked about Justice Jackson. It's a very conservative court still, of course. They are making an aggressive shift to the right, which started last term. Justice Jackson won't change that, of course. She's one of the liberals replacing retired Justice Stephen Breyer. But we don't know how she'll impact this court. It's the first time a black woman is on the bench, also the first time a former federal public defender is on this bench, someone from Florida. She was Florida raised. So a lot of dimensions, and she's showing just today, Diane, that she will be very active in the conversation behind the scenes and in public.
All right, Devin Dwyer, we appreciate it as always, Devin. Thank you.
Thanks, Dan.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.